Go. Hey everybody, how's it going out there? We are going to be looking at some different chemicals being mixed in, and we're going to end up making a rainbow here. So I'm going to go ahead and talk Mr. Whitty through this and step away so he can get this done safely, and then we'll go from there. All right, so first thing he's going to do is take the colors that are in the 2-liter bottles, and he's going to place them into the larger test tube. So we have yellow, we have red, and we have blue.
Okay, so the first one that we're going to do is I'm just going to pour the red into our larger test tube here. As we do this, you want to be very careful as how you enter or how you actually pour it, because you don't want to spill a lot. So you're just going to pour a little bit in there, fill it up maybe halfway, maybe a little under halfway. And you're going to do this with the 3 larger test tubes. So we'll start with the next one, which is our blue. And again, all of the test tubes that are here are labeled with the correct colors, what you need to add and mix. So you just need to follow the instructions on the test tubes and in your lab. Okay, so right now we're just filling these up. Always seal off the bottles, because you never know if you're going to spill something or, you know, put it everywhere. And take your time. Now, sometimes we would add a funnel to this, and we would use a funnel to actually help us properly pour it in without having a lot of air or possibility of like causing a problem. But today I'm just going to do it by hand. So here's what we've got. We have blue, red, and yellow. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to move these out of the way, because we're not going to be using those probably pretty much from here on out. And we're going to take our pipette that we have here, and you have 3 different ones. So when you do this, you might set your pipettes in there. I wouldn't recommend it because they're probably not long enough, but just make sure that you don't mix these prior to actually starting the lab. Okay, they need to be as they are for each color. So you're using 1 for each. You got 1 pipette for blue, 1 for yellow, 1 for red. Okay, so we're gonna start with our red one. And we're just gonna add a little bit to our red. Now, some of you may say, okay, well, should I do it red, yellow, or blue, yellow, whichever? I would just literally go through and do all of one color at one time. So I'm gonna do red, yellow here. And then I'm going to do, looks like we have blue, red on the far end, okay? And then I'm gonna be done with that one. I'm gonna get my next pipette. I'm gonna do blues. So when I do my blues, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put it in blue. And then I'll go to blue, yellow. And then now I've got one that's gonna be mixed. So I'm gonna go blue, red. And what we should get is a color change. You should notice that when we're in light, it should look green, hopefully. Or I'm sorry, purple. So my apologies, I gotta know my own color theory here. All right, and then we have our last one, which is yellow, which I have a lot of solution for. So we're gonna do yellow, and then we're gonna do yellow, red, and hopefully that one will be definitely orange when you see it. And then our last one is blue, yellow, and we get green. So what you have here is your 6 solutions starting. And then Mr. Lamar will explain what we're gonna do after that.
Okay, after that, we're gonna be able to answer some questions from this lab, and you're gonna need to make sure you make good observations about not only color, but if there's anything else that happens over the course of this particular experiment. Nice and fun. This is actually something you can do at home if you just get a little food coloring and have a good time with it. So be looking for a way to reply in the discussion later on.
Have a good one, guys.